about the tennis courts at Valley. So in effect, we had four residents who were concerned about traffic and noise, and you have the report, which we mitigate as much as possible those concerns. And then we received four comments from public agencies, which we consider standard type of responses from public agencies. So in effect, it was overwhelmingly a positive response to the project, and we're asking the board to, as the public agency responsible for approving the CEQA, to take into consideration those responses and make a determination that the benefits of the project outweigh the effects of the project on the community.
Thank you very much. We have three individuals who'd like to speak on this item. Albert, please come forward. You have 3 minutes. Alberta Christie, Terry Urabona, and Alvin Alaman.
Good evening. My name is Alberta Christie. I'm a former councilwoman, and I'm also the chair of the Valley Adams Neighborhood Association, which I founded back in 1991. On here, I've lived across the street from Valley since 1969. My children graduated in 84. Yes, I'm that old. 84 and 86. And as Cynthia knows, I've been a strong supporter, even on the council, for anything Valley on this. But we had a problem. In 2006, when I was on the council, I was chair of the renovations that impacted the neighborhood, especially on Glenwood, especially where I live, and the school district. And at that time, you were renovating buildings. Well, one of our major concern, all the bedrooms on Glenwood, people have their bedrooms, and they work during the day, during the night, so our concerns were, number one, you're using Glenwood as a staging area. We do not want any heavy equipment delivered after 9 o'clock at night and not until 7 o'clock the next morning. Well, they were delivering those heavy equipment at 2 a.m. It took us 3 weeks for you to respond to that. 3 weeks. Another of our problems were infestation, because once you start tearing down, guess what happens? You start leveling all kinds of critters. We had cockroaches marching down Glenwood, okay, that big, and we looked out of our homes and said, that's the march of the cockroach. Mice followed right afterwards. We were told by your facility manager, and I have the minutes because I chaired that with the city, that, and Chief Walters had the police explorers send flyers saying, if you have a problem because of this, contact whoever your pest control. Well, the neighbors did. And guess what happened? They were told no. We talked to the administration. They said no. We said, but at our meeting, we have it, you agreed to that, okay? So you can see how the public is very, very upset. But however, through the work of Mr. Patrick, Mr. Patrick, Terry, Gabe, and Frank, who have worked with, and myself, working with them, we have said, okay, this is a new situation. We all know the benefits of this sports facility. And what they say, they're going to keep their word about the pest, no heavy equipment delivered, okay, the lighting problems, and the sound. So I want you to remember that the community, you have a big trust issue.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right.
Good evening. My name is Terry Orabona. I'm the athletic director at Valley High School. Dr. Noji, it's nice to see you, school board members, and Dr. Miller. I want to speak out on behalf of this this project. I believe this project and one of this magnitude would benefit not only our school, but our community in very practical ways. Valley, as you know, is the second oldest high school in the district. Our field facilities have not had any major improvements to them in over 25 years, because I've been there for 25 years and nothing has been going on there, or not nothing. Our coaches, our athletic staff, the district staff, classified, you know, all the people that we work with down at the district office have done everything they can to keep our fields up and running and you know, making it a positive and a safe environment for our student athletes. But after 25 years, we need some help at this point. And I think a project of this magnitude is just what we're looking for. Over the past few years, Santa Ana, Century, Saddleback, they've all had their fields renovated, and they too were overdue for that overhaul. And I'd just like to make a few points. First and foremost, safety. If you come out to our fields and you see all the use that's on them, if you're a baseball player, you're playing on a field where people have been playing soccer all year long and there are ruts and you get bad hops and all that sort of stuff. We have fields that after rain, the drainage is so bad that we can't use the track. There's standing water. Equipment comes out there and creates ruts in the field, and it becomes a safety hazard for our soccer players as well. So there's lots of safety issues. We don't have appropriate fencing around our baseball field. So as a spectator, if you're standing in certain places, there's no fence between you and a hard-driven ball. Since the school's inception, we've played all our home football games at the Santa Ana Bowl, and we have to pay the cost of renting the bowl, and it's about $1,500 a game. In addition, we have a home game. We have to pay about $1,200 a night for a home game to transport our athletes over there. We don't have the opportunity to run a snack bar, raise money, etc. Our spectators have to pay for parking at the city facility across the street from the bowl at $5 a pop, and I think that diminishes our crowds as well. You know, people don't want to have to pay for that and travel across town. Due to the lack of field space and inadequate facilities for varsity caliber play, our boys and girls soccer teams currently play at Centennial Park. And again, they're having to travel by foot, mind you, to an away facility, but that necessitates our getting them out of class early. Am I done?
Yep. Last thought.
Build it.
Okay.
Make it happen. And I wrote all this down, so if you'd like my notes, I'd be more than happy to share them. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. We'll put it on record for the hearing. Mr. Allen.
Good evening, Dr. Noji, Superintendent Miller, members of the board, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alvin Alleman. I'm a longtime resident of the city of Santa Ana, a lifetime member of the Santa Ana Unified School District as a parent, student, coach, and employee. I came tonight not necessarily representing those, but actually to represent First Serve Santa Ana. We're a community tennis association. My partner, Dr. Bratcher, said, you need to go to that meeting because you're a resident of Santa Ana. And so when I came, Terry said, you need to get up and say something in support of the project. So I echo everything Terry said. I graduated from Valley in 1972. We always heard about, I played football, ran track, and football and track basically. But we always heard about this stadium that was supposed to be built at our school. And in fact, there was the way the field is now, there's bleachers on the south side. There was a mound of dirt there for years that was supposed to be the visitor stadium, visitor seating. Never came into fruition. And so I'm very excited about this project. It's something that was promised a long time ago, and we're just really excited. I've been spreading the word. Have you heard what's going to happen at Valley? And I'm telling you, the alumni, the community is excited about that. So I just wanted to come and stand in support of the project. Also, First Serve Santa Ana, we have one of our goals is to put a tennis program on every campus in the district. Dr. Bratcher and I both coached tennis at Valley. And one of the things we had to do was take ninth graders and teach them how to play tennis, and then compete against the Villa Parks and the Canyons extremely difficult.